It's the grandson of right thought. So, y'all elect have been separated. Y'all have been pulled out. I want y'all to really understand what that means when you say holy, because a lot of people have a misconception. They think it means like pure as white as snow and without a spot or a wrinkle or just perfection. That's what they think of when they think holy. The truth, it means set apart. That's all it actually means. So get the truth back in your head. It means set apart. So if you've noticed as an elect one who's found yourself in the ark now, did you notice that you were set apart? See how that works? When you just simplify the truth, you don't try to make it all some other person's fanciful ideal of what it means. You just let Abba's word be true. Haven't you been set apart? Y'all that's listening to me, are you set apart? Now, why do you think that has happened to us? Since this is something that we all as elect can relate on, right? We all can relate that we've all been severed from the life that we once led. In other words, the first death. Y'all understand these words? That was a death you suffered, correct? And now you live as a ghost, right? You live in a ghost life, right? I mean, don't tell me I'm the only one. I already know I'm special, y'all. Don't make me feel more special now. I've already told me he loved me. Don't make me know that I'm more loved than I thought I was. Y'all ain't here with me, right? Y'all partakers of this love too, which means y'all have been separated and severed too, right? So you suffered a death, didn't you? If you didn't suffer a death, watch this. Those same people that you once held so near and dear to your heart and so close, they're passing away. They're dying. You don't find yourself shedding any tears over it. Sad to say, I guess if you, depending on how you look at it, actually, you feel some sort of relief. As these people are swept away. When you once felt so much relief just to be around these people, you don't feel that anymore. That's a death. Do y'all understand that? So, what's this second death that's to come? That has no power over us as the elect. You see how that's working? How come that don't have no power over us? Why do you think? Why do you think? Because you've already died. So, like I say, when those people die, when they go away, when you lose some of you will lose children, when some of you will lose whatever it is, your mothers, your fathers, whatever, you've already lost them. You've already suffered the death of the loss of them for years before they actually physically passed away. Don't you see it? You made peace with it well before it ever actually happened. So when it does happen, you don't suffer the second death of it. It has no power over you. Don't you see that? Just like Revelation said, just like it's revealed to you now. Just like Revelation said, it has no power over you. So when they lose their houses, that has no power over you. You've already separated yourself from it. You already know it's temporary. So you've already settled in your heart that it's temporary. See that? What else? The so-called loss of prestige or fame. It wasn't satisfaction to you anymore anyway. You already had died to that anyway, so you didn't care. When they all turned their back and waved their hand, it didn't hurt you anymore because you already had separated yourself within. You see? Only the elect understand what I'm talking about. The world don't know what I'm talking about. They're like, man, life going on as it always has. For you it has. But for those of us who suffered the death of the losses, 2015, 2016, ain't that when it happened around for you? Come on. How do I know that? Because I'm you. We won. We are of the same body. So one part of the body suffers. Don't we all suffer together? Ain't that what's written in the scriptures? That we suffer like Christ, we should be glorified with him as well? Come on. So 2015-16 happened for all of us. We all had to go through a great separation, didn't we? And then 2017, we had a good healing of time of understanding. He was dropping jewels of knowledge on us. We was like, wow, okay, I see what it is, Abba. You saving me, really. You delivering me. Thank you. Thank you. That's actually what was happening. 2018 and 19, it was wartime. Time to get busy. It's time to go to war. Now here it is, 20, 21, 22. And then he said, going to Ark. See how time working? Now, 15 to 22, is that 7 years or is it not 7 years? Interesting, huh? Like I said. And it's all written in the stars for all y'all who don't believe me. See if there's a great sign in heaven in September 2017. Just see. Do some research and see if it was. September 23rd. What about August, the great solar eclipse that also happened? Didn't I tell you Abba was dropping jewels of wisdom and giving us all kinds of understanding and telling us to get ready for war? The elect? Okay then. Did he say he make the suns and moon for signs of seasons? Okay then. So you see? So we in the ark now. The second death have no power over you when people are going to lose all of the things they're going to lose, because they are going to lose it. But you who were told to separate from it, were you not? Check the word and see if you were. You who were told to separate from it, guess what? It ain't going to have no power over you when they take it. It's just that simple, because it is going to get taken from you. When the grid goes down, what do you think you're still going to have? There's no power. There's no internet. There's no cell phones. Come on, put your mind there and imagine it for a second. No cell phones, no computers, no social media, no teaching, no students, no job, no logistics, no shipping, nothing that's computerized, nor anything that's powered by electricity, gas, any of that shit. When it comes to a screeching halt, it won't have power over you who've already accepted that it was going to go away long before it did, because you took heed to Abba's warnings. Other people are still trying to get up in that world. There are oil barons still trying to become richer and richer and richer, as if it's not going to come to a screeching halt. There are people on Wall Street still trying to bid and bid and bid and bid and bid and bid and bid, not realizing it's going to come to a screeching halt in an instant. There are people still kicking people out of their houses because they can't afford to pay their energy bills and their bills and things like that, as if it's not all going to come to a screeching halt anyway. Because it is. See how that's working? So since we know it is, it won't have power over us when it happens, but it will have power over the vast world. They will be caught unawares like a thief, won't they? And doesn't the words tell you that? But it says it shall not overcome us as a thief. See how there's a separation between the two groups of people that are being spoken about? There's one that will be caught off guard. They. It's called they. Them. And then there's another called we that won't be caught off guard. Because we're going to be looking, going, yep, I told you it was all going to come down. See why I got off social media? The only thing I'm on is YouTube. This is the only page I'm on. I don't have Instagram. I don't have Facebook. I don't have MetaBook. I don't have any, whatever you guys got. Twitter. I don't have that shit. I don't have Snapchat. I don't have whatever the rest of that shit you guys do. TikTok and all that. I don't have none of that shit. I have YouTube so that I can do exactly what I'm doing right now, and that's it. So when it crashes, I don't suffer no blow of, oh my God, all my millions of subscribers I used to get paid off every month. No, I'm not going to have any of that anymore. That's a death. See, I'm not going to suffer that because I'm already separated. I've already died. Then he said, if a man give his life up, he shall find it. But if you seek to save it, you'll lose it. Y'all niggas should have been listening. You should have been listening. For all y'all who think I'm lying to y'all. For all y'all who think I'm lying, y'all don't think it's going to come to a screeching halt. It's happened before. It's going to happen again. Nothing new under the sun. Y'all still ain't learned that, though. You're still in your pride. As soon as a heavy storm hit, the electricity in your house go out. But you don't think it's a possibility it could go out and stay out. Huh? Well, DTE always comes and fixes it back. Well, what happens when all the computerized shit goes out? When everything that's run through any electronics is glitched out, boom, in an instant. When a solar flare hit that shit and fucks up all the magnetism, then what happens? Then what do? You're clicking on buttons on every fucking thing you got. You're clicking buttons on your phone, shit ain't working. You're clicking buttons on your TV, shit ain't coming on. You're clicking buttons in your car, shit ain't responding. You're clicking buttons on your laptop, the shit won't come on. You're clicking buttons, and that shit ain't doing shit. Everything that has a button don't work no more. Uh-oh. Everything I got a button, it stops working. Then what you gonna do? All of y'all who still was looking for fame, who sold out for fame, who had killed family members, thinking that next week, they told me they're gonna give me my deal that I killed my cousin for. Next week didn't come. But y'all put judgment today. How are you gonna feel then, you stupid fuck, when that's the case? How stupid to sell yourself out for momentary fame and glory. It's gonna stop in an instant. I'm warning all of y'all that it's gonna stop in an instant. It will. Heed this warning. And those who are wise should shudder when they hear that. It will all stop in an instant for you. And you will lose it all in an instant. Everything you held dear that you thought mattered, you will lose it in an instant. And the only thing that will be remaining is those who held on to what was important, the pearl of great price. Those who are holding on to the pearl of great price will be the only ones left when this is all said and done. Do y'all hear me? Those who are in the Ark of the Covenant, those who have held on to the pearl of great price, those who have come into the body of the great Christ, you will be the only ones left. For it is written, Siloam Israel,